have got, and you try and derive a meaning from the financial statements prepared. Okay, so this was the definition of accounting, which is widely accepted. Post that, we did what were the features of accounting, since accounting involves a number of rules and principles. It is a science, though not an exact science, because there's a lot of work that is left to the personal application of the accountant, of the person in charge. So there are a number of skills which are required, judgment which is required, and that is why it is an inexact science. It is more closer to being an art. It is also a profession because you have a proper regulatory body, ICAI, Institute of Chartered Accountants of India, which is laying down the rules for this profession. Okay. Post that, the next feature is, as I told you, it is a process. You have interconnected phases and you have to move in a proper sequence. You cannot interpret the results directly after recording them. You need to work on the classification and summary process, summarizing process. Okay, then we are talking only about those transactions which have money involved, which can be measured in terms of money. So there might be transactions, there might be events of non-financial nature, very crucial for the business, but until and unless that can be interpreted in money terms, they will not be recorded. Okay, so a strike is a non-economic event, but because of strike of the employees, if there's halt in the production process, you can quantify that loss. Okay, so that will be recorded in the books of accounts. As I told you, say a senior member of your management passes away. Okay, so that is a loss for the business. Someone who has been associated with your business for say past 20-25 years. Now he passes away, that is a loss for the business, but only and only if it can be expressed in terms of money will such losses be recorded in the books of accounts. ओके, सो इस टाइप का लॉस जो क्वांटिफाई नहीं हो सकता वो अकाउंट्स में कवर नहीं होगा. ओके, post that we had started with the types of accounting. I had given you an overview of what financial accounting is, what management accounting is, and what cost accounting is. So let's take up the difference between each of them one by one. First, we'll start with the difference between मैनेजमेंट अकाउंटिंग एंड फाइनेंशियल अकाउंटिंग. तो हमने जो भी डेफिनेशन डिस्कस करी है अकाउंटिंग की, दैट मोर अप्रोप्रिएटली अप्लाइज टू फाइनेंशियल अकाउंटिंग, wherein we are preparing the financial statements as per proper rules and principles, which is then filed with the registrar of companies and released to the general public for viewing. Okay, so management accounting on the other hand is basically for the internal users. Internal users कौन होते हैं? आपकी मैनेजमेंट है, आपका ओनर है, आपके एम्प्लॉयज हैं. इनके लिए जो भी आप अकाउंट्स प्रिपेयर कर रहे हो, इंटरनल डिसीजन मेकिंग के लिए जो प्रिपेयर कर रहे हो, वो सारी कैलकुलेशंस आपकी मैनेजमेंट अकाउंट के अंडर आती है. ये जनरल पब्लिक को रिलीज नहीं होती ये रिपोर्ट्स, and that is why there is flexibility in preparing these statements. So you're not moving as per strict rules and regulations for preparation of management accounts. Okay, let's take up each of the objective one by one. We'll start uh, sorry, basis of difference one by one. We first take the meaning. I've explained you the definition of both the accounts. Then you come to objectives. Management accounting is for internal decision making, while financial accounting is basically for the outsiders. Sources of data. Now, data used in management accounting is subjective, descriptive, and related with future, because the decisions you are taking are for future. For example, if I am preparing the budget for marketing department of my organization. So how do you define the term budget? Anyone? What do we mean by budget? Is budget prepared for past or for future?
Future.
Yes, it is prepared for future, Simran, correct. And one says it is a financial document estimating expenditure and revenue, absolutely right. So when you say for the future estimation, so it means you are working on some forecast. Okay. And again, a forecast is something which is subjective. For example, I have a forecast that say the COVID vaccine will arrive. So the government is saying that 2 months trial, phase three trials will be completed. But what we expect is to the general public circulation may it will take around 10 to 12 months more. Okay, so this is my forecast. Your forecast may be a shorter duration or a longer duration. So it is something which is subjective, varies from person to person. But in financial accounting, there is no subjectivity because you are dealing with past information. Past हो चुका है. अब उसमें कोई सब्जेक्टिविटी का स्कोप नहीं है. जो वैल्यूज हैं वो आपके पास एक्चुअल वैल्यूज हैं. दे आर नॉट फोरकास्टेड वैल्यूज. Okay. Then accounting principles, as I told you, there's more flexibility in management accounting as compared to financial accounting. Financial accounting works on gap. Gap is generally accepted accounting principles. Okay, we'll do them in detail. We'll be doing all the principles only, then can we proceed with the practical part. तो अभी के लिए आप ये समझ लो generally accepted accounting principles जो सारी firms को follow करनी पड़ती हैं when they are preparing their financial accounts. Okay. नेक्स्ट इज रिपोर्टिंग. रिपोर्टिंग है कि किस फ्रीक्वेंसी के साथ आपको ये रिपोर्ट्स मैनेजमेंट अकाउंट की प्रिपेयर करनी पड़ती हैं. मैनेजमेंट अकाउंट की रिपोर्ट्स कभी भी प्रिपेयर कर सकते हो. डेली बेसिस पे भी कर सकते हो, वीकली पे भी, मंथली पे भी, क्वार्टरली, 6 मंथली. इट इज एज पर द रिक्वायरमेंट ऑफ द मैनेजमेंट. But financial reports are generally prepared at the end of the financial year. Okay. Now, most of the companies they declare their annual results. But we also have big firms, public limited firms जो होती हैं वो quarterly भी release करती हैं financial statements. Okay. But what is mandatory is releasing the financial statements at the end of the year. Let rest is up to the organization. अगर क्वार्टरली उन्होंने रिजल्ट्स डिक्लेयर करने हैं देन दैट इज ऑल्सो अलाउड, बट एनुअल रिजल्ट इज मैंडेटरी. ओके. नेक्स्ट इज लीगल कंपल्शन. तो अब जब हम बार बार मैनेजमेंट अकाउंटिंग में फ्लेक्सिबिलिटी की बात कर रहे हैं वो किस लिए है? बिकॉज मैनेजमेंट अकाउंटिंग इज वॉलेंटरी. It is not required under any law. Okay. But financial accounting is mandatory under the Companies Act 2013. Now we are in the revised Companies Act. Okay. So 2013 Companies Act makes it compulsory for every organization to release reports of financial accounting. Okay. And last point of difference is that management accounting is giving you efficiency of different departments. It is reporting the performance of different departments. But when you look at financial accounts, Then this is for overall organization. तो वो अलग से मार्केटिंग सेल्स ऑपरेशंस की अलग से बात नहीं करेगा. फाइनेंशियल अकाउंट्स विल टॉक अबाउट द ऑर्गेनाइजेशन एज अ होल. Okay, so these are the basic points of difference between management accounting and financial accounting. Next, we come to difference between financial accounting and cost accounting. Again, सबसे पहला definition होता है basis of difference. Financial accounting is related to the overall financial position, while cost accounting is related to the cost of production. Okay, now objective of financial accounting. You are seeing the overall financial position as I told you. Under cost accounting, you are ascertaining the cost and you are trying to control the cost. Cost for each process, job, contract. Okay, so whatever activities are taking place in the business, their cost is being estimated under cost accounting. Okay, so you are not only reporting financial information, but you are also working on cost control. That is to maintain your cost. Looking for most efficient methods of production. Okay, alternatives हैं जो मेथड आपको मिनिमम कॉस्ट पे मैक्सिमम आउटपुट दे. That is what you are aiming for under cost accounting. Okay. Now, financial accounting has limited use in the sense it is working on past data, and then on the past results, you are trying to make decisions for the future. But cost accounting again is focused on future, on the present, and that is why it becomes more crucial for decision making. Because what decision you take in the present is influencing your future, and hence it helps in fixing the responsibility in the business. Okay, then what kinds of reports are prepared? P&L अकाउंट, बैलेंस शीट, कैश फ्लो स्टेटमेंट, ये सब हम प्रैक्टिकली भी करेंगे, क्वेश्चंस करेंगे इन पे. ऑल दिस विल कम अंडर फाइनेंशियल अकाउंटिंग. अंडर कॉस्ट अकाउंटिंग वी प्रिपेयर स्पेसिफिक रिपोर्ट्स, कॉस्ट शीट प्रिपेयर करते हैं और उससे हम कैलकुलेट करते हैं कि हर स्टेज पे कितना कॉस्ट इनकर हो रहा है. देन cost accounting again is voluntary except for some public limited firms, especially जैसे इलेक्ट्रिसिटी डिपार्टमेंट है या वाटर डिपार्टमेंट है, इनको अपनी कॉस्ट अकाउंट्स भी रिलीज करने होते हैं. बट फाइनेंशियल अकाउंटिंग इज मैंडेटरी फॉर everyone, every business. Okay. Then cost accounting again, internal decision making. Financial accounting is for overall, basically reporting the overall performance of the business. Hence, flexibility is missing in financial accounting. You're working as per strict rules and regulations. Then last is unit of value, monetary. Financial accounting directly आपको amount बताएगा. Cost accounting, monetary and physical both. Production of 100 tables at the rate rupees 1000 per table. तो physical quantity भी बता रहा है. 2 machines purchased at the rate rupees 1 lakh each. Okay, so it is giving you physical count also along with the monetary cost involved. Okay, so you can have a look at all the points. They are there on your screen. Take a minute. If there is any point which is not clear, please ask. Yes, Vandan.
Ma'am, we have to write down all the points.
You have to.
मैम राइट डाउन करने हैं मैम सारे पॉइंट्स ये जो आप अभी पढ़ा रहे हो.
कहाँ पे राइट डाउन करना है बेटा?
मैम कोई कॉपी या नोटबुक में?
नहीं नहीं नहीं, जब लिखने का काम वही होगा जब हम प्रैक्टिकल क्वेश्चंस करेंगे. दिस आई एम शेयरिंग विद यू, विल नॉट वेस्ट टाइम इन राइटिंग अननेसेसरली.
ओके मैम.
Okay, and this slide I have already shared on the classroom also, so you can access it from there. No point of writing this again and again. Okay.
ओके. यस मैम.
Okay, if we don't follow, Mukul, you are asking if we don't follow legal principles, what will happen? You're talking about financial accounting. Yes, Mukul. So then your whatever discrepancies are there, that will be highlighted, and that can lead to legal action against the firm also if the firm is not following the specified rules. Okay, accounting principles. Okay, control here means that you're trying and maintaining the cost of production. In the last class I told you, जब हम cost accounting पढ़ते हैं तो हम दो terms पे focus करते हैं. एक होता है cost control और एक होता है cost reduction. तो आपका से मैं टेबल्स की बात करती हूँ. टेबल का मैन्युफैक्चरिंग कॉस्ट आ रहा है 1000 रुपी पर यूनिट. So when I try to maintain this cost in changing times also, okay, from year to year, so that is cost control. But when I aim at some reduction in the cost, say by adopting a more efficient technology, reducing it from 1000 per table to 980, that will be cost reduction. Okay, though both are equally important, you are working for the benefit of the organization to increase the profit, but you are working in two different areas. One is to maintain, and a long term objective, yes, should be to reduce the cost. Okay, so once now that is mandatory, and then you have these are public utility firms. Okay, you are charging for these utilities from the public. Public wants to pay less and less, especially अब दिल्ली में अगर बात करें तो आम आदमी पार्टी ने इतना तो सबको वो कर दिया है, चॉइस स्पॉइल्ड फॉर चॉइस की everything is being available at a good subsidy. So, since the public is paying at large, people of different sections are paying for these utilities. The government keeps a track on per unit cost there. Okay, and there is so much outsourcing. पब्लिक का फंड लगा हुआ है तो उस चक्कर में ट्रांसपेरेंसी ज्यादा रखने के लिए these accounts are released. Okay, what is statutory requirement? Statutory requirement is under a statute, under a law, you are required to release these financial statements. And which is the law which is applicable? It is the Companies Act 2013. Okay. Any further question, anyone? Okay, so let's move ahead. I hope this is clear. Next, we move to users of accounting information. Okay, so very simple. अभी हम बात करेंगे कुछ इंटरनल यूजर्स होते हैं, कुछ एक्सटर्नल यूजर्स होते हैं. जो आपकी कॉस्ट अकाउंटिंग है एंड मैनेजमेंट अकाउंटिंग is to a large extent for internal users, while financial accounting is for external users. So internal users, they comprise of management, employees, owners. Okay, सबसे पहले employees की बात करते हैं. They are internal to the organization. Why are they interested in financial statements? Because they first thing is they are earning a livelihood out of the business. So they want to keep a track of what kind of performance is the business exhibiting. अगर एक business losses incur कर रहा है over the years, तो employees क्या कोशिश करेंगे to change their job, to look for more profitable opportunities. Again, if a business is making profits, good profits and employees are not getting any bonus, then there that would also be an area of concern for the employees. So present remuneration, future benefits and job security, that is the priority area for all the employees. Second is owners. Who are owners? Owners are the people who have put in their money in the business for investment. ठीक है, तो अगर स्मॉल स्केल बिजनेस है, सोल प्रोप्राइटरशिप है जो हम बोलते हैं कि से आपका जो ग्रोसरी शॉप है लोकल, एक पर्सन हैंडल कर रहा है, सोल प्रोप्राइटरशिप है, उसने अपना पैसा इस बिजनेस में लगाया हुआ है। ओके, अगर मैं कंपनी फॉर्म ऑफ ऑर्गेनाइजेशन की बात करूं, बड़ी बड़ी कंपनीज विप्रो, टीसीएस एंड डीएलएफ, all these are big companies. They have money not only from the initial owners, initial promoters, but from public at large also. Okay, क्योंकि कंपनी क्या करती है, जब स्केल में इंक्रीज होती है तो वो आईपीओ लॉन्च करती है, इनिशियल पब्लिक ऑफरिंग। Okay, so wherein it tries to make public at large shareholder of the company, and every shareholder, equity shareholder, is a part owner of the company. So people are interested, the owners are interested in seeing how their hard earned money is being invested and to what efficiency it is being utilized. Okay, how can we get investors for business? Now there are different sources depending on what kind of business you are running. See, if you are having a new technology business, you, apart from going for normal traditional routes like taking loan from a bank, or you are going for issue of shares, we also have options like private equity, ओके, वेंचर कैपिटल, एंजल इन्वेस्टर्स। तो ये लोग क्या होते हैं, ये एक अच्छी फाइनेंशियल अपॉर्चुनिटी ढूंढते हैं। अगर मैं वेंचर कैपिटलिस्ट की बात करूं, so they look for a new kind of business जिसमें अच्छी टेक्नोलॉजी इन्वॉल्व है, and they invested in that business for some time, buy the shares। जब उस इन्वेस्टमेंट की, उस बिजनेस की वैल्यू इंक्रीज होगी, दे एग्जिट फ्रॉम द बिजनेस बाय मेकिंग प्रॉफिट, क्योंकि शेयर्स की वैल्यू इंक्रीज हो गई है, तो अब जब मार्केट में सेल करेंगे तो उनको प्रॉफिट मिलेगा। यस, like Warren Buffett. Okay, and in India, Tata, Reliance, everyone is looking for such business opportunities. Okay, so you would have, which I keep emphasizing, read newspapers. Reliance Retail has acquired Urban Ladder. Okay, so everyone is trying to expand into some proven business formula. So that is a very good source of finance for new participants in the market. Okay. Voting shares are equity shares. Equity shareholders are the ones who have voting rights in the company. Okay. Now, if you go public, Mridul, yes, you are right. Going public, launching IPO, it's not that easy. There are number of formalities required. आपको SEBI से भी approval लेना है, आपको कंपनीज, रजिस्ट्रार ऑफ कंपनीज से भी अप्रूवल लेना है, और फिर लीगल फॉर्मेलिटीज बहुत होती हैं। दैट इज व्हाई फर्म्स, स्मॉलर फर्म्स, दे प्रेफर गोइंग टू प्राइवेट इन्वेस्टर्स। ओके, but yes, once you launch an IPO, and again if you are following the market, IPOs के लिए अभी market बहुत अच्छी है। There have been multiple IPOs in the past months, and there are multiple lined up for the future also. Okay, और आईपीओ है इनिशियल पब्लिक ऑफरिंग, जब पहली बार आप शेयर्स ऑफर कर रहे हो पब्लिक को। और फिर एक टर्म होती है एफपीओ, फॉलो ऑन पब्लिक ऑफरिंग। तो आप दोबारा, अगर आपको एक स्टेज पे लगता है कि और फंड्स रिक्वायर्ड है और ज्यादा इन्वेस्टमेंट करनी है, तो दोबारा जब शेयर्स इशू होते हैं उसको हम एफपीओ बोलते हैं। Okay, so Yes Bank has offered IPO. There were many examples. आपका एंजल ब्रोकिंग का आईपीओ आया था एंड देन there have been other IPOs also. I'm just not able to recall the names, but if I talk about the lined up IPOs, Railtel है और कल्याण Jewelers है, which have already got the approval. NSC has got the approval for IPO. Okay, so there are number of IPOs lined up. Market in that sense is very vibrant. Okay. Okay, then third party interested is the management, whose management is representative of the owner. Management is the one which is taking day to day decisions of working of the company. So they have to see to what extent their decisions are turning out to be efficient. So they keep a check on the accounts of the business. After that, we come to the external users. They are the secondary users. First is creditors. ठीक है, एक एक करके हर टर्म हम डिस्कस करेंगे. तो सबसे पहली टर्म है क्रेडिटर. क्रेडिटर कौन होता है? जो बिजनेस को क्रेडिट देता है. वन हु इज गिविंग क्रेडिट टू द बिजनेस. व्हाट इज क्रेडिट? क्रेडिट को सिंपल टर्म्स में हम बोलते हैं उधार. Okay, so say A approaches a company B Limited. Okay, now B Limited is a supplier of raw material. रॉ मटेरियल क्या होता है? प्रोडक्शन में जो आपका यूज होता है. रॉ मटेरियल इज व्हाट इज कन्वर्टेड इनटू फाइनल गुड. So when I talk about say production of a table, then wood is the basic raw material. So A approaches a vendor B Limited for raw material. Let's say continuing with the same example, wood. So you purchase wood and you are not making the payment immediately. B Limited is giving you a time of 1 month to make the payment. इसका मतलब इस एक मंथ के लिए आप रॉ मटेरियल उधार पर लाए हो. So B Limited becomes the creditor, one who has given this money. And A, individual A or firm A here becomes the debtor. Debtor जिसने उधार लिया है, creditor जिसने उधार दिया है. Okay, so A owes money to B. This is the relationship between these two parties. And why would a creditor be interested in your financial statement? आप उधार भी उसी पार्टी को दोगे जिसको जिस पर आपको भरोसा है that it will repay back the debt. Okay, bank will give you a loan only when bank is sure that you will pay the EMIs on time. So to check the credit worthiness of the debtor, the creditor would have a look at the financial statements. तो जब हम बैंक से होम लोन लेने जा रहे हैं तो वो पूरा हमारी पास्ट फाइनेंशियल हिस्ट्री चेक करेंगे. क्या हम कोलैटरल ऑफर कर सकते हैं, क्या सिक्योरिटी ऑफर कर सकते हैं. जो बी लिमिटेड है, ए को उधार पे रॉ मटेरियल देने से पहले चेक करेगा कि ए फाइनेंशियली स्ट्रांग है, फाइनेंशियली केपेबल है या नहीं of repaying back the loan taken. Okay, next is tax authorities. Why will tax department be interested? Because they are interested in getting tax from your business. Investors. Now who are investors? Investors are people who have put in money, and here I am not talking only about actual investors, but I am also talking about prospective investors. So if I have some surplus money to invest in share market, I will pick up those companies which have consistently shown a good financial performance. So I'll be interested in their accounts. Okay, customers. Customers एक FMCG कंपनी, FMCG का फुल फॉर्म क्या होता है? What do we mean by FMCG? Yes, class.
Ma'am,
Fast
fast moving
moving
consumer
consumer.
like
Mridul, right? Vansh has also given the correct answer. So these are fast moving consumer goods. So if a new shampoo is launched in the market, okay, and it's a new company, as a customer, I'll find it difficult to rely on a new company as compared to say HUL, which is a proven company in the FMCG segment. तो वो अगर एक नया शैम्पू लॉन्च करते हैं मैं जल्दी उसको रिसेप्टिव उसकी तरफ ज्यादा होंगी because I'll be sure of the supply of the product in the future. But with a new company, the risk is higher. So customers also keep a check on the performance of companies to be ensured about the supply of the product in the future. Next is regulatory authorities. Regulatory authorities, like I gave the example in the previous class, ki CPCB hai, Central Pollution Control Board. It will keep a check whether you are following all the pollution control rules or not. Okay, then you are not harming the environment of the area in which you are operating. The functioning of the organization should not violate any rules which are in the interest of the general public. All this will be followed, and external users they keep a track on all this information. Okay, so external users, last point, are communicated accounting information usually in the form of financial statement. Okay, so we'll stop here.